Lucas Digne put himself before Everton, said Rafa Benitez. The defender asked to leave the club. Rafa Benitez has accused Lucas Digne of being more concerned with his personal statistics than Everton's progress, as he confirmed the defender has asked to leave the club. Everton are seeking around £25 million for the France left-back, who has rejected interest from Newcastle United. West Ham United are also monitoring Digne, while Inter Milan and Napoli have expressed a desire to take him on loan. There have been no firm offers as yet. Digne, who earns around £120,000 a week, has not played for the club since the Merseyside derby defeat by Liverpool at the start of December, and the breakdown in his relationship with the Everton manager has now been laid bare. The defender is understood to have clashed with Benitez over tactics which he feels have negatively impacted on his ability to create for the team, while he was also unhappy about being taken off set pieces in favor of the summer signing Andros Townsend. Benitez publicly countered today, however, by insisting the assists, which helped Everton finish 10th last season under Carlo Ancelotti, were not anything to shout about. He also said the decision to overlook Digne from recent starting lineups was solely due to the player's desire to quit the club he joined in the summer of 2018, and insisted past players, such as Peter Reid, would have done exactly the same in his position. There was no criticism of Reid intended. It amounted to a feisty backdrop ahead of tomorrow's crucial FA Cup tie at Hull City, which comes following a run of just one win in 12 Premier League matches. It is simple, Benitez said. I had a couple of conversations with him. He told me what he thought. So what do you expect to do when a player is thinking about to leave? We are professional. We are paid big money to do our job, and if someone is happy, or not happy, it is up to you to perform in your job. They pay you big money to perform, you have to be available. You have to put your interests behind the interests of the club. That is my feeling and the feeling of everyone since I am a professional in football. Maybe the stats and priorities have changed and people think themselves ahead of other things. A team that finished 10th and someone is worried about their stats changes nothing for me. I don't want to finish 10th, I'd like to be in a much better position. I am not stupid. I want to finish as high as possible. The club is growing and improving, and we are creating a winning mentality for the future, but it will take some time. In the meantime, you need players who really want to be here. I will ask the question, Peter Reid. What would he say about a player who doesn't want to be here? Would he be happy with this player? Would he be supportive of this player? Would the fans be supportive of this player? We have to consider what we want to do in our future. Do we want to try and improve or just manage the egos and leave the team behind depending on the egos? The mention of Reid was taken by some as a criticism of the former midfielder, who tweeted after last Sunday's defeat to Brighton Hove Albion that he had huge concerns about the direction of the football club. Benitez clarified and said, "What I said was, what would a player who really cares about the team or the club say about someone who does not want to play? If they know we are defending the club and it makes no sense to prioritize the individual ahead of the team." I think the former players have the same idea. I know Peter Reid and I know how passionate he is about defending the club. I am using him as an example so that people understand my idea. I don't try to criticize anyone. Everyone has their opinion. When I was talking about Peter Reid, I was talking about someone who cares, who is always pushing for the best from everyone on the pitch. That was the idea. So when I talk about that, I am talking about myself also wanting everything from the players. When they do not do that, I can be upset. Benitez has largely kept his counsel on the matter of Digne. He proffered an olive branch and including the player in his lineup for a game against Chelsea, only for Digne to then report illness on the eve of the game. He was included on the substitutes bench for the Brighton game, leaving Benitez open to criticism for selecting Seamus Coleman, a right back, at left wing back.